Hi, here in this question we have total expenses of a boarding house are partly fixed and partly varying linearly with the number of boarders. Okay, so the total expense constitutes of is the sum of two parts. One is fixed and one is variable part, and the variable part varies linearly with the number of boarders. So V is basically directly proportional to number of boarders, which is, let's say, B. So basically V is equal to K into B, where K is a constant and B is the number of boarders. So this is how we can calculate the total cost. Fine. Now it's given that the total cost is, or the expense per boarder is 700 when there are 25 boarders. Okay. So the total cost will be 700 into 25, right? So 700 into 25 is 17,500. Which is fixed part plus K into number of boarders, which is 25. Also, the average expense per boarder is 600 when there are 50 boarders. So the total expense will be 600 into 50, which is 30,000. This should be equal to fixed part plus K into 50, right? And the question is asking, what is the total cost or what is the average expense? So average expense is, let's say, A into number of boarders when the number of boarders is 100. So if the average expense is A, the total expense will be A into 100. This should be equal to F plus K into 100, right? Now how do we solve for A here? One way of solving is solve these two equations, figure out the value of K and F, put values of K and F over here and figure out the value of A. This is one way. But a better way would be, see, the total cost increased from 17,500 to 30,000. Basically it increased 12,500. Why did it increase 12,500? Because the number of boarders increased by 25. Now this part is same. Because of 25 boarders, because of 25 extra boarders, the cost increases by 12,500. So now from here to here, the number of boarders, the increase in the boarders is 50. So if you have 50 extra boarders, the cost should increase by twice. Since the increase is of twice, the increase in cost should also be twice, 25,000. So here the total cost will increase by 25,000. So the total cost, which is A into 100, should be equal to 30,000 plus 25,000, which is 55,000. So when there are 100 boarders, the total cost must be 30,000 plus 25,000, 55,000. So a factor of 00 cancels out. A here comes out to be 550. So the average cost per boarder in this case is option A, 550. Thank you.